Unless you're retiring soon, it can be easy to forget that your superannuation is growing away in the background while you're hard at work. And while your super doesn't need a lot of management from you, there are things you can do at all stages of life to make sure that your investment is working as hard as you are. Many of those won't cost you anything because they're included in Brighter Super's membership fees. Chief Member Officer Lisa Kay is with us. Lisa, what are some of the services that members should be taking advantage of?
The very first thing that we always recommend to members is to be enrolled in our Member Online. I think it's really important that members are able to connect with their superannuation and understand what their balance is and be able to check it regularly. We also have a mobile app that's available for our members that they can put on their mobile phone. I also like to recommend we run a range of webinars and seminars. The webinars are online and they're bite-sized pieces of information. Our seminars are face-to-face and in your local area. I'd love to see more members taking advantage of those services because it really helps to uplift your information and your knowledge about superannuation. Super health checks are a great way to learn more, as is intra-fund advice.
What's intra-fund advice and what does that cost?
Okay, so firstly, intra-fund advice has no cost to the member outside of their membership fee, so it's covered. There are a number of topics that we cover in intra-fund advice. It's provided by personal financial advisors, and there are 4 main topics. But the way we start is always over the phone, so it's convenient for you and can fit within a lunch period or an hour of your time, never more than an hour. We will always start with a risk profile, so understanding what your appetite is towards risk so that your investment option choice is tailored towards what you consider your risk appetite to be for your stage of retirement. We will also talk to you about your contributions and your ability to salary sacrifice, because that can really grow your superannuation, as well as the insurance that you have in super. Because if your insurance isn't right for you, then it might be decreasing the balance of your super, and that's not necessary. So we want you to have the right amount of insurance for you.
That's terrific. So what are some of the other types of advice that are part of your Brighter Super membership?
Right. So you know that for us, we're all about personal connections that guide our members to a comfortable retirement. We want to make sure that our members retire confidently, and super health checks are a brilliant way to start that one-on-one advice interaction with a professional. So super health checks are general advice. That means that they're not going to take into consideration your personal circumstances, financial goals or needs, but what they will do is uplift your knowledge and demystify superannuation for you. So they will talk about our fund and what people just like you do to improve their financial outcome in retirement.
Okay, so how does this advice help you prepare for retirement and also how to determine when to retire?
Right, great questions, and probably the most important questions that members, particularly after the age of 50, that milestone birthday, when they realise that a third of their working life is left to be able to make a difference. And members will say to us, I don't know how much I need to retire, and I don't know if I've got enough or if it'll last. So we have a retirement health check that we can help you with. A retirement health check will take somewhere around about 30 to 45 minutes, and it's with a personal financial advisor working for our fund. The retirement health check will do a projection on if you do nothing but continue on exactly the same course you're on with your SG contributions and any voluntary contributions you're making, what your retirement balance is likely to look like at a prescribed age, one that you choose. You can then make a determination, is this what I want to retire on? Is that what my retirement goal is? Or do I need to make some changes that will help me to be in a better financial position, have a more comfortable retirement? The advisor will then guide you on your next choices.
Right. Okay, so you've given us a great blueprint and what's available, but how do you get back on track? What services do you provide there?
Okay, so they're pretty specific, and because they are personal financial advice and they're all about you, and they will take into consideration your personal circumstances and needs, these will need to come from a personal financial advisor. And yes, we do have those with our fund, and they provide both comprehensive and scaled advice to get you back on track. Scaled advice, as it sounds, it's bite-sized pieces of advice, and there's a fee for service on scaled advice. What's really important about scaled advice is that it's implemented. So we don't leave you with a document that says, here's the information we've just spoken about, go away and implement it if you choose to. We get a commitment from you if you would like to move forward, and we implement it for you on your behalf as part of the fee. Comprehensive advice is available from the fund, and they again are personal financial advisors. Our personal financial advisors will take into consideration your family situation. And I think, David, what you'd recognise through your experience is that not all couples are the same age, not all couples have got the same income, and not all couples retire on the same day. So to have a financial plan for you and your partner that will see you into retirement, because you usually only get to retire once, so we want you to do it really well. And if you have a guided journey that will be implemented for you, and then we can help you stay on track into retirement, we think that's the best way to be right by the member's side at that really critical point of their life.
So important. Gee, you got everything covered, haven't you? All the details, all the services are on the Brighter Super website, aren't they?
Yep, they sure are.
So take advantage of it.
Register for one of our retirement seminars. This will also help you identify where you might have any questions, where you seek more comprehensive advice.
To find out more or book in for an appointment or event, follow the links on the next screen and make sure you're making small changes to create your brighter retirement.